So I just looked on the news and I saw that Zelensky, who I call Captain Funnybeard, had another meeting with the President of the United States. And even though we've given this fool 200 billion US dollars, give or take a trillion, somewhere in between, I'll be right on how much we've given those assholes. $200 billion and still can't buy a proper suit and tie to wear to the White House. Unbelievable that we trust somebody like that with that much money taken out of the U.S. taxpayer's pocket, and the dude can't show up wearing a proper coat and tie to meet with the president. I just don't get it. A dude like me or you, if Trump called up and said, "Hey, Marcos, I need you here at the White House," I think the first thing going through my mind would be, holy shit, what am I going to wear? Which three-piece suit am I going to wear? I'm rocking a three-piece suit with the best tie I got in my arsenal, with my Italian leather shiny shoes. I'm going and getting a fresh haircut. I'm going and getting a shave. I'm going to roll up in there, three-piece suit, leather briefcase, high and tight, ready to speak to the most powerful leader on the face of the planet. But old Captain Funnybeard can't seem to respect the hand that feeds him. If it weren't for the good old United States of America, where would they be? So every time I see that fool, and I call him a fool, he is a fool, old Captain Funnybeard, every time I see him on TV, I'm just in awe, absolutely in awe that somebody like that can finagle a couple $100 billion of our money. How do we Americans, how are we so smart and so stupid? We shoot our own selves in the foot, and we've done so, I guess, since World War II. Coming out of World War II, undisputably the most powerful nation on the face of the planet. Everybody wanted a slice of Americana. And we get to the point where we allow some jackass like Zelensky and his upper echelon to just take and steal and put money in their fucking pockets, and we just keep sending more money, more shit down range. Their discussion was whether or not to give these assholes tomahawks, missiles, with the range that they have. Absolutely not if I were in charge. If it were up to me, and I've said this since this thing started, the only thing I would send to Zelensky is one bullet. Write it up. That's the appropriation. We'll send him one bullet. That's all I would send the guy. Not even worth that. I'd send him a bill. On this rainy day, what's going on in the Ukraine and Russia, they're not the world's enemy. Russia is not the enemy of the United States. It's the Chinese Communist Party and their expansionism. Yet we continue to entertain Captain Funnybeard at the White House. And he shows up wearing this full ninja attempt at a fucking suit. Somebody made a comment and said something about John Wick. I think that's Keanu Reeves' character. I don't know. All I know is when I looked at his ninja suit, the only thing I had to think in my mind is, where's your fucking tie? You mean to tell me that for 1 hour out of your life, you can't wear a tie? Okay, you say, I don't like wearing a tie, it's uncomfortable, whatever. Who gives a fuck? All right, when I was growing up, if you went to a funeral, or you went to a wedding, or you went to church, you dressed up. Most of the time it was uncomfortable. Why? Because your clothes didn't fit you right. You used to wear t-shirts and shorts, and now you got to dress up. Too bad. Too fucking bad. It's like that Chris Rock movie where he runs for president, right? Funny as shit. Him and Bernie Mac. Chris Rock's going around running for president wearing a fucking tracksuit. Okay? And finally, Bernie Mac tells him, he says, little brother, you got to dress for the job you trying to get, not the job you got. And then what happens? Okay, the brother puts on a coat and tie, puts on a suit. Now he's ready to run for president. He ends up winning. What a great movie. I can't remember the name of it. My God, I'm getting old. 52-year-old pirate drank about 1 million, 2 million beers. So anyhow, it just pisses me off every time I see Captain Funnybeard walking into the White House in less than proper attire. They should send the fucking Ukraine, send Kiev a message that says, hey motherfuckers, all y'all coming to the White House, this is the uniform of the day. The uniform of the day is a fucking suit. And what's sad is if you look out at the reporters, this is what's sad. The reporters in the room are wearing what? Goddamn suits, coat and tie. The reporters. And I can't attest to the cameramen, the camera ladies, because they're behind the cameras. But when they put the camera on the people asking the questions, they're dressed better than Captain Funnybeard, the leader of the Ukraine, in a meeting to meet with the President of the United States. I would have done this. I would do this. Post something outside the White House that says, if you're here on official business, a uniform of the day is a fucking coat and tie or your uniform of your official agency. Or the Marines don't let them in. Or the Secret Service, thinking embassy. That's how I feel about that. You come over to my house and take fucking $200 billion that I don't want to give you and keep showing up dressed like a fucking bag of donuts, just ate up from the floor up. Old Captain Funnybeard. And you're not using this money to the war effort. You're just stealing it, putting it in your pockets. Eventually, coming up soon, what's going to happen to you? You're going to flee to Dubai with, a couple $100 million, 300, 400 million in your bank account. And you'll live out your days over there in Dubai like everybody else does while they try you and convict you in absentia. You see the pattern. It's just a fucking meat grinder, right? All you got to do, you ain't got to be smart. You just got to live long enough where you just see these patterns. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Didn't they already do that? Lost my train of thought because that umbrella just flew in from left field, coming off the top ropes from somewhere. That's enough. Folks, good morning to you. I'm enjoying my coffee. Got some real brewed coffee now. Old Big Pumpkin been making me some good brewed coffee every morning. But the purpose of this video is that when is enough going to be enough? Okay, military, industrial, congressional complex has got their run. You see the timing. Okay, get out of Afghanistan, Russia fires up, all about coincides where you can just keep feeding the fucking machine, right? Now everybody's tired of the Ukraine, tired of giving money to Captain Funnybeard, and you see the timing is perfect. About to cut some type of deal, cut the funding off there. Now what we're doing, going down to Venezuela to try to secure the oil belt. The machine's got to be fed. All the while, the Chinese right out here in the West Philippine Sea are just getting stronger, stronger, more bold, bolder, bolder, more violent. It's a beautiful morning. Looks like we'll be spending the day inside today. Probably watch 3-4 good old World War II movies in black and white from the 40s. The best World War II movies. And they're all over YouTube free. You don't got to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to have Netflix. Matter of fact, they're not on Netflix. Watch them on YouTube. The best World War II movies are from 1945 and previous, while the war is still going on. They're filming these movies and putting these movies out there, you know, to keep public opinion shaped, to keep everybody on board with the war effort. So if you want some really good movies, maybe I'll put a link down in the description if I remember. Some dude's got a playlist of like a couple hundred movies. It's the best one. I just go to his playlist. And that's all we do. Watch World War II movies. Okay? 80 years ago, since the end of World War II. I guess we did pretty good. We didn't go very far between World War I and World War II, but we've made it 80 years. So I don't think we'll make it to 100 before, well, the next conflict is already underway. Especially in the minds of the CCP. They've been at war with the United States for a long time. All right, I'm out of here. It's a beautiful day. Happy to be alive. I want to thank y'all for being a loyal viewer and subscriber here on my show. I'll see you guys on the next one, and peace out.